Yeah, and then eventually, started working with other brand owners and asking like, what are the products that you stand by? And always trying to focus women-owned and operated businesses as well.
And I mean, you've some amount of, I mean, you've tank tops. You have these. What's it? Is it chicklet? Is it chick? What's it called again? Let's have a.
So yeah, we've got a necklace and a bracelet, and these are
Ah.
really cool. I'm cool, no pun intended, right? But yeah, you put them in the freezer for 4 hours, and then they add like cooling to your pulse points, right? So around your neck or your wrist, and they're wonderful, especially for outdoor activities, like if you play a sport like tennis or golfing, or if you're into gardening. But I just use them during the day. They're stylish and come in different colors and sizes, and definitely help with some of those hot flashes.
That is amazing. I mean, you gotta get this stuff over to Ireland. Are you planning to sell all this stuff in Ireland?
I
I mean, with
would
the
love
website
to be
specifically.
international. Right now, we're just US only, but we will have global reach at some point.
No, I think you gotta get over here. I mean, with the delivery, yes, with the global reach. So, Jenny, how would that work? I mean, is that in the pipeline down the line, months, weeks, years?
Absolutely. I mean, hopefully next year, to be honest, I think right now I'm looking to just expand each of the categories. So we have yet to add a couple of the symptom categories like brain fog, periods, anxiety. And so, yeah, through the course of this year, we'll definitely fill out the rest of the categories and then figure out, okay, how do we ship internationally? Is it cost prohibitive? Or are there some suppliers in other countries that could kind of do the fulfillment for us with products that are similar, or that maybe might not be available in the US as well?
And for the men,
Yes.
what's happening for the men, Karine?
Yeah, that would be great to eventually expand.
No, I say you're doing a wonderful job, and I wish you every success in the present and the future. The question I want to ask you as well before we go, um, have your kids said anything about you? Have you changed? Have you improved? Is mummy
Oh,
happy again? Is
that's so
mummy
sweet. No, they do. They say, Mom, you're different. And I think, it did change a lot last year with my relationship around like anger. Anger management was a big
okay?
one. And, having three kids, you get frustrated a lot.
Okay.
And so I was introduced to something called transcendental meditation from a friend and went through, the training. And growing up, like I was never someone that could meditate, right? I always had like that inner voice, that chatter, or that self-critic saying you're doing it wrong. And then, this just opened up a whole new world of possibility for me of like, oh wait, there is no like right or wrong way. The emotions and feelings and thoughts coming up, that's normal. And that's my mind processing that stress and letting it go and just finding like a better relationship around that. And it's definitely like those 20 minutes a day. I used to do it twice a day, but now I'm like down to once, but I try to strive for 2 times a day and just to find that moment of calm and presence. And my kids they've caught on to it. They're like, wow, yours is so much more happy lately. And
Ah, that's lovely, isn't
yeah,
it?
so it's really sweet because kids are honest. They'll tell you the truth.
Oh, but you're doing great. I mean, you don't need me to say that you've done. I mean, so much. You've had so much success in your life and your career, and you're doing wonderful things. And I think this is going to be humongous, especially when you go.
Oh, I
Um,
hope it's just in service of women and hoping that, it helps support us through this journey and making us feel that we're not alone and that there are enough resources and tools out there to help navigate this change and not only for ourselves, but, as our kids are going through puberty and our husbands and partners are going through andropause and so just like knowing that, we're having this kind of universal hormonal experience and how we can navigate it together.
it's interesting. You mentioned earlier on with regards to the cease and desist. When I had started this podcast, it was initially for aviation professionals that might be going through like mental health issues or they need support, and then I got a cease and desist, and I tried to get the similar. It was amazing what you said there. Now I didn't go to the full level you did. You went all the way, but generally went over to the US to the USPTO to try and get the trademark. And then that
Yeah.
was challenged, and then it was challenged again, and I just kept it simplistic. And I kind of went, who would be listening to my podcast in America that would really want to challenge me? So I just to stop it all, I just went, well, Wellbeing and Career podcast, and then we involve everybody. But you've just kept on going. You're focused, and what you're doing here is brilliant. Just for listeners, I mean, there's a learn section on the website as well. Learn about perimenopause, menopause, symptoms of perimenopause versus other conditions, how to tell the difference. There's bone loss. Does acupuncture help menopause? Expert guides, best diet, hormone replacement therapy. So much information there to help you or your partner get further education for, would you say, dealing with this? Is it dealing with, is that a bad word to say, dealing with it? Is it a
Say
bad
like
thing?
navigating if we're on
Navigating.
the aviation tip.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So navigating through this, I was going to say period of your life, but that's
Uh,
the wrong word to say. I'll say nothing. I'll get cancelled. Anyway, so thank you so much.
oh,
People
it's
get
been a
in touch with
pleasure.
you. So best thing, Instagram, Facebooks, LinkedIn's, all that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
all of them, hot or just me. And then yeah, definitely show notes so that your listeners can get their discount code using Wellbeing at checkout. So
Cool.
yeah,
Thank you so much, Decree, for chatting with me today on the Wellbeing podcast, and the podcast will be released very, very shortly. Thanks so much.
thank you.